Alright, so welcome to Spider-Jay420's Marvel Legends action figure collection. For the first time in my life, I have my own comic book room, my lounge where I can come hang out and chill and read my comics and just kind of do my thing. So I decided to do a video update to show it off because nobody ever gets to see it. And I'll kind of take you through and show you what I got going on up here. Action figures. I'll get back to those. I'll show you kind of what I got going. Here's kind of where my action figure collection began. Here's a cool McFarlane Spider-Man poster that I've had forever. But these are my Spider-Man classics. This is where they first introduced a Spider-Man that was had 30 points of articulation. You could move them all around, and it was really cool, and it got me hooked. And I bought the whole first wave, wave 2, and I've been hooked ever since. That was like 2001. So that's kind of where it started. Here's my wall with my posters, Spider-Man posters. So here's a John Romita drawn Spider-Man villain poster that I have, really cool. I'm a huge fan of Blind Melon, the musical group. You probably know them as the one-hit wonders that did No Rain with the Dancing Bee Girl. But one of my favorite bands of all time, and this is a charcoal-drawn picture of Shannon Hoon, the lead singer, that I drew, I don't know, 95, 94, something like that. But it was published in a cool Blind Melon fan art book, and really proud of that. I think that turned out really sweet. So that's what that is. Here's my lounge chair where I sit and read my comics, representing Detroit Tigers. But yeah, I just chill, cool out. I do apologize for the boxes. That's some stuff that I want to sell eventually. Some Star Wars figures, some old Spider-Man figures. The Star Wars Power of the Force, when they were re-released, like 96 or 97, I think, something like that. And some Spider-Man figures from the old cartoon. Here's a picture of Jack Nicholson I drew for a friend a long time ago. Actually, it was for a girlfriend of his that he wanted to give to her as a present. And they broke up after that, so they gave it back to me. I hope they didn't break up because it's a horribly drawn picture, but Jack Nicholson, represent. Here's some cool Spider-Man statues that I have. A 3D McFarlane statue that I got from a fan club. Another cool Spider-Man statue. Some busts, the Ultimate Spider-Man, the red and black and the black costume. Nice Spider-Man versus Venom bookends. With my cool Marvel movies, X-Men movies, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, which sucked, everybody knows that. The Punisher was cool, nobody likes it, but I like it. All the time has changed. The Spider-Man original trilogy, amazing. Then of course all the good Marvel movies, Iron Man, Hulk, leading up to the Avengers. So that's cool. But yeah, it's kind of cool out. I'll show you. It's amazing. You can actually sit and view the room from my angle when I sit and read my comics. Here's all my comics. The Avengers comics. That's my current box. These are all Spider-Man comics. These two boxes right here. From issue like 300 up till 700, where they ended at 400 complete current chronological issues, 400 straight, and they ended it with 700 with Doc Ock taking over inside Peter Parker's body, which sucks. I'm not a fan of that. So anyway, so 400 consecutive issues, that's the word I was looking for before. Some action figures down here. These two boxes are comics. These are all comics in here. Fantastic Four, X-Men, and then my DC on the bottom. I've got 100 issues of Grant Morrison's Justice League, 100 issues of Superboy, some random Batman, Superman, a little bit of Green Lantern in there. A lot of the crossover stuff too, Marvel versus DC. So there's that. We'll hit the lights. Boom. I'll start right in the center with the Avengers. Big shots right here. Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Man, Wolverine. Really like how this is set up. Got the Hulk, the more classic comic figures in the back. Scarlet Witch, Wonder Man, Vision, Giant Man, of course, in the back with the Wasp. All the Marvel Legends, Giant Man, of course, the Build-A-Figure. Each figure came with a different piece that you had to click together. You guys know that. Warbird, Carol Danvers, love how she turned out. It turned out really sweet with the flight stand. Really digging that. That kind of leads into the newer Avengers. The new Avengers, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, Daredevil, of course, with Elektra with her sword in the side. I really like how she turned out on the stand. With, of course, the Fantastic Four right in my face. Mr. Fantastic with his hand suspended. Sue, Visible Woman, of course. The Thing. Really like this Thing. With their matching uniforms. Cool looking Fantastic Four. Johnny Storm on a flight stand. Quicksilver, of course, was, I didn't have him in here for a while. I took him out, but now he's back in. Hercules in the back. I got some of the Cosmic Marvel representing in the back. Captain Marvel, of course, Adam Warlock. I got Drax the Destroyer back there. He's a new addition. Nova, of course, Richard Rider, Nova Prime. Wish he was still around. They got, what's his name from the cartoon? Not a fan of his. But, so there's that. I really like how I have the Avengers set, where I got like the more comic book Avengers on the left, and then of course like the movie Avengers on the right with the movie Iron Man, Black Widow. I added War Machine. He's a new addition. I've had him for a while, but I thought about selling him, but I dig him in here. He looks cool. Black Panther in the back. Not a huge fan of his. That's why he's just kind of chilling back there. Nick Fury, Sharon Carter, Maria Hill. My shield set up. I got the Marvel Knights back here. Wesley Snipes, Blade, the Punisher. There's of course Ghost Rider back there. That's the newer one, I think, from the Series 7 or 6, whatever it was. I had the older one too, the 90s version, but I'm not sure where he's at. I think I gave him away to my nephew. But I like this Ghost Rider, but I like the other one, the other bike better. I should have swapped it out, but whatever. X-Men chilling. I got Phoenix, Jean Grey suspended. I got a new one coming out, but I think I'm going to pass. I like this one better. Rogue and Gambit, of course. Professor X wearing Cerebro. Of course, again, I got Wolverine over with the Avengers, and the argument could be made that he does belong with the X-Men, but I prefer him with the Avengers. I like the Avengers set up with all their big guns right in front, kind of like, you know, Marvel's Justice League with all the big shots right in front. So that's why he's over there. And yeah, same deal. An argument could be made that Daredevil should be with the Marvel Knights, with Blade, and with the Punisher. But again, he was added as a new Avenger when Bendis was writing it, so I actually kind of prefer him over with Luke Cage and Iron Fist. So that's why he's over there. Alright? We'll end the controversy. And oh yeah, speaking of controversy, there's Quicksilver. There's always a problem with the way I have him running, but I think he looks pretty good set up the way he is right now. So there's that. And of course, Angel, X-Men. We'll go over to the villains. Fantastic Four villains, of course. Doctor Doom, Mole Man with his minion, which is actually Gollum from the Lord of the Rings, but he covers up his eyes and you can't even tell the difference. Annihilus back there, Galactus, the Silver Surfer, which usually they kind of sometimes give me a problem. Galactus has wobbly knees; he likes to fall over. And it actually looks like the Silver Surfer's kind of tilted, but he's alright for now. As long as he stays up, we're good. I got some Skrulls from the Marvel Select, one of the few Marvel Select figures that I still have in here. Super Skrull, the Skrull Elektra, all kind of representing the Secret Invasion. My Spider-Man villains, you can see them tucked away back there. Doctor Doom, Dr. Octopus, who's Spider-Man right now. He's running around inside Peter Parker's body, which, again, it's a sore subject. Loki chilling in the back. I got the Red Skull back there with a sword. Of course, there's the Leader and the Abomination. Kang the Conqueror. Here's the other select that I have, the new Ultron, which is really sweet. I know there's been talk of people not sure if they want it, but I think it fits in great with the Legends. It's a great figure. Of course, Carnage and Venom. Love this Venom with his finger. Like, come on, dude, let's see what you got. Love it. That's awesome. pile driver from the Wrecking Crew, which I'm waiting for them to make the rest of the crew, and I'll have them chilling right there. That'll be sweet. This is Absorbing Man, the second one. I like the first one better, but that one's too expensive. I don't have that one. A Claw chilling back there. So kind of like I said, like I got like mirroring, you know what I mean, the Fantastic Four villains, the Spider-Man villains. Got the Avengers villains over here. Some Hydra goons back here with Madam Hydra. Bullseye, really happy with the way that he turned out, holding Elektra's side. Kingpin, we'll move into the X-Men villains, Danger, the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. I got Magneto on a stand now. I used to have him hanging, but he was giving me such a hard time, so he's just chilling up on a stand. Juggernaut, of course, huge figure. He's just awesome. Pyro, Mystique, Sabretooth, I got a Sentinel, Tentacles. Wow, 3D Tentacles coming right at you. Look out. So there's pretty much that. Really proud of that. I've been collecting those figures for years, ever since they first came out. Here, I got some Steve Rogers action, Bucky, Captain America. I got the Winter Soldier chilling back there. The gray Black Widow, which I got to get a new Black Widow, because I have this Black Widow over here, but it's the older version. It was like the series, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8, something like that, but I don't know. She's alright. She looks good. She fits the part. It's not a big deal, but if anybody's looking to trade and has the newer Black Widow, I would totally trade. That would be a great deal for me. What else? I'll show you like my Yoda stuff. I used to have Yoda all on the full shelf, but I just kind of smushed them with some Spider-Man stuff. It started off as my Star Wars collection, and then I just kind of whittled down into my Yoda collection. Because I love Yoda. Yoda's awesome. This is probably my favorite Yoda figure right here. Multi-posable. He's got his lightsaber. You can have him just holding the handle. But he's awesome. I love Yoda. Here's an old one that I used to have from way back when I was a kid. I lost him. I got him on eBay though. But one of the first Yodas ever. He's awesome. What else? Okay, then we go into the Spider-Man. I've got like 17 different Spider-Man action figures, all the different costumes that he wore from, you know, the movie wrestler Ben Reilly. I got his the first Spider armor. I got the Iron Spider costume, of course the classic one, the black. There's Venom back there, Peter Parker. I mean, you know what I mean? It's crazy. 2099 Spider-Man, 2099, the Ben Reilly costume, Daredevil's back there just because he's cool. All my big, you know, superposable Spider-Man. And I've got this Spider-Man tower, pole, I guess I'm calling it. Multi-posable movie, black costume, classic red and blue, another black costume. This is like the back in black. Got the another superposable black costume, one of my favorites, with the twisty. Has his webbing. Love the way that these turned out. These are some of my favorite ones. This is of course the multi-posable McFarlane costume. What else do we got? This is probably my favorite one. This is from the Deadly Foes of box set. The Deadly Foes of Spider-Man box set with, who was in that one? The Lizard was in that one. The Rhino. I think Carnage was in there too. And this Spider-Man, I just, again, use the twisties as the webbing. I got the armpit webbing, which you can kind of barely see because it's black back there, but you kind of get the idea. The magnetic hands and feet movie superposable costume. This is the red and black costume that Eric Larson used to draw when he was on Amazing. So, yeah, that's really cool. Love the way that turned out. Just a big, all up and down the post. Like I said, there's like 17 of them. Sweet. Here's a picture of me when I was a kid in a home, I don't know if you can tell, that's a homemade Batman costume that my mother made for me. And I look like I have Down syndrome, but I'm probably watching the old Batman TV show with Adam West, just mesmerized by it. But yeah, I definitely look retarded in that picture. Here's a picture of me and Emily when we went to Universal Studios. Got a big picture of Spider-Man. Probably one of the happiest times that we ever had there. Great trip. So, yeah, you know what? I guess that's pretty much it. I showed you that. I showed you all that. this is pretty much where the magic happens, where I go to chill and read my comics and hang out and have a good time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time I get some new figures or change anything, maybe I'll throw up another video and let me know what you think. So, cool, man. Spider-Jay420 signing out. Yeah, buddy.